All right, let's try this again with the sound on. You were looking live. Okay, I'll wait till somebody jumps in and I'll start talking. Salute, Sarge. How you doing? Appreciate you popping in the chat. Hope everything's okay. I was waiting until somebody popped in, and seeing what's what. Okay, there we go. The comments are back to normal. StreamYard's being a bit funny here, so Washigashi Sawa. Interesting. That's good. I'm just eating me some food. Eh, life can be better, but it's all right. I'm watching the Godzilla Monster Zero Me TV Spenguli thing. It's subtitled. They go, oh, we must stop the bombs. You know, it take about 25 minutes for a subtitle. But ain't too bad. I always have different people when I do a stream, which is good. Let's see. I'm waiting to see if my co-host pops in. He might not. He might be napping. He's around here somewhere. We got to do that stream one of these days. We call up random scammers and go, Moshi Moshi. I should learn Japanese and then speak to him in Japanese. That way, they'd be like, I'm talking to you in English, sir. That is not English. That is your version of English. No, Cajun wants to do a scammer call. We were gonna do it yesterday, but he's not. He's been feeling bad with his sciatica and stuff. It's been driving him crazy. So he's getting all these weird things. It's like Dear Cajun or Dear Boudreaux, which ain't even his real first name in the first place. Like those refund, no, not the refund scam, the overcharging scam, antivirus, Norton antivirus. If you do not address this email, we will charge you $299.99 or whatever they say. I'm just like, all right, we need to get Kit Boga or Scammer Payback, Mr. Pierogi on the situation. They probably already know about that dude anyway. I mean, they know about everything. I wish I had the know-how, the technical support, and the brains to do what they do, but you know, we can all fight them. You know, wasting our time, wasting their time. I'm just gonna put down the phone and say, can you hold on for a minute? I gotta take a big dump. I'll be right back in 20 minutes. Just put the phone down, play some music. And then 20 minutes later, I'm still here, sir. They'll sit there. They'll sit on the phone for hours if they think they're gonna get some money from you. Oh yeah. They will be there. No doubt. I mean, hell. That's why you always gotta fool them. Or you gotta tell them something. I don't know. Tell them, say, look, you cold cutter Indian bastards. Stop calling me. I'm gonna come down there and kick your ass. I know it's 4:42 in the morning down there, and I'm gonna send Rambo down there, kick your butt. You know, so that's how they do it. Get in there. Who else is in there? Who that? Who that? We that. We that. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know what else I got. We'll figure it out. Mushy, mushy, dude. Like, thank you for calling Norton Support. My name is John Smith. How can I help you today, sir? John Smith, my ass. Your name is Rakesh Kohel. You live in Kolkata, India, and you scare people. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Don't call here again. Click. That's how they do it. I'll just be like, yeah, I heard you got some money. Like, oh, refund scam. Okay, yeah. You're dumb as a brick. No personal checks. Whoa, it's Miss Kayla. I am honored. Oh my. I am so honored that you are here, Miss Kayla. Yeah, I appreciate you. How's the let me turn my fan down. My idiot neighbors still blasting their ghetto music, so I'm gonna throw a bottle rocket at their head pretty soon. How's the Grand Theft Auto and the scantily clad character? I actually fell asleep in your stream the other night. I woke up and I'm like, damn, stream's still going? But I do that from time to time. And if you want, you could jump on the panel. I could always send you a link since my co-host ain't on right now. You know, ain't nobody really here. I don't get many people in my chat too much anymore. It depends on what night and where. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just chilling. I worked 10.5 hours today, so I'm kind of a little bit tired here and there, but so let's see. I don't know if you're streaming tonight. If so, I'll tune you in and you know, I'll let it run. But you already got the watch time hours made. Cup 49 works every time. Hi, I'm Billy D. Williams. Drink my malt liquor, bitch. I'm telling you, I get a whole new crew every time I stream. Whole new crew. Let me tell you, my coworker was smoking a joint the other day. Smoking Black and Mild. Well, Black and Mild's not a joint, but I'm like, good Lord, that stuff. We got it. We got it stretched out to the Sanford and Son theme. So we got that going on. But I'm gonna have to figure out what Cajun is. He might be taking a nap. I'm not. I don't want to bug him. No. Let's see. You said God bless you, and let's see. Un entree bon viande matin. How is your spaghetti? My bagel has a Brillo. Oh, okay. So I need Boudreaux in here for the translation. But I'm too busy bowing to Kayla right now. If she's still around. Most people don't stick around in my chat too long anymore. They're here for about a minute and a half, and you go, all right, we're done. So, I did a chat yesterday, the day before, in the daytime. I think I had like 10 people. I don't know. I'm not that popular anymore. Not that I ever was. Uh, but let's see. You know, if I talk about first rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Elvis. Yep. Don't talk about the Minnesota Vikings because he'll show up. Let's see. Then they don't want chicken and nuggets. I'm disappointed. But 'tis all good since the hood. I gotta get Miss Kayla on my panel one of these days. Because, I'm not worthy, of course, but I still like to get her on one of these days. I just sit in the background when she's playing Grand Theft Auto or whatever, be like, yep, that's me. I got one of those Grand Theft Auto games somewhere. My Xbox broke years ago. Never did fix it. Huh. So. Oh, hell. That's the one time when I drop the soap works. Yeah. All right, so let's see. As always, go Tigers, go LSU. Uh, F the Falcons, because they suck. Um, what else we got here? Lady Tigers in the Elite Eight. Whoop whoop. They gonna once again take care of UCLA because they can and they will. Um, 1 second. That's a hell of a sneeze. Sometimes I'll sneeze on the what you call it. Sometimes I'll sneeze upward. Sometimes I run and then I look around. That pickup line doesn't work. It was tried. I mean, maybe it could, but I don't know. All right. Anybody here? Did everybody leave already? I wish I could hold people in chat for more than a minute and a half. And I never know anymore. Well, all we need is somebody. I got everybody's theme going, but well, maybe I'll get some more people in here. I don't know yet. Saturday night's a little unique. I don't usually stream a lot on Saturdays anymore because you're never gonna get anybody in here. If I knew Miss Kayla was gonna be in here, I would have sent her a link to the panel. Then we would have killed some time. I'd have to put my A game on, and I got my motivation going on. But yeah. All right. So what else we got? Let's see. I think LSU baseball is playing right now, so that should be a W. Oh, and of course, as always, who dat? That's right. Who dat nation #1. So, let's see. If I say the word boobies enough times, I might get to see some. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying ridiculous things. Why the hell not? All right. The good stress relievers, supposedly. That's what I heard. Mm-hmm. uh, well, 23 minutes in. Ain't much of a chat tonight. I would think that I can talk for more than 2 or 3 minutes at a time and bring in the 47,000 people that bow at my feet. I don't know. And as always, go Tigers. Whatever else I got. Let's see. What do I got? What else I got in the tank here? Uh, it's Saturday night, so something's always happening on Saturday night. I need a beer. I need a beer. I need a cold beer to drink of my sorrow. What else we got here? Let me put this on mute while somebody pops in. I gotta save my voice. And as always, F the Falcons. That should be known. See, I knew if I mentioned the Vikings, Elvis would pop in here. I just kind of knew it. Now all I gotta do is mention the Lions and get Zanron in here, and then we got a feud going on. I could just sit back, eat the popcorn, not really do much, and eat the French fry. French fry. I don't know, whatever. But oh. That's right. Barry Sanders is coming out of retirement. He's playing for the Saints. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Barry Sanders in his prime. Shit, yeah. I'll take him right now. The one, the only, the legend, Mr. Goose Sports in the building. What is going on, Mr. Goose Sports? How you doing today out there? I was checking your stream. I always check your stream out. I'm always in it. But LSU played like freaking 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. I was out. I had to go to sleep. I had to wake up early in the morning. I'm glad they won 2-1. Trying to dodge the rain. Yeah, it's coming. It ain't here yet, but it's coming. I was praying all day it was gonna rain so people would stop coming to my damn work and giving me shit. I'm like, go away, people. I'm like, where the hell's my hailstorm? That's crazy. Does LSU play tonight? Or maybe I don't know. I don't think they're playing right now. Lord Emperor, that's right. And as always, we have to do the introduction because everybody really gets an well. And most people get an introduction. Why not? And it goes a little something like this: Badger, Badger, we don't need no stinking Badger. Oh, it ain't a rain delay. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were streaming or not. Damn rain delay. What the hell? I've only listened to like 2 games this year. I don't know why. Usually I'll listen to all the games, but I usually wait until we get to SEC play before I actually pay attention more. I mean, they lose 1 game and they drop 6 spots in the polls. Like, that's bullshit right there. One of these days I got to get you on my panel. You know. But it'll be a cold day in hell when the Saints draft Deion's kid. You know? But I'm trying to get rid of the piece of crap quarterback we got now. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Cajun Corn Hunter. Well, he will be popping in a minute. But that's all good. I have just eaten my dinner. Hell, for the first 20 minutes, I really didn't have many people in here. LSU better like beat. Who they even playing? Are we playing Mississippi State? I don't even remember. I know I woke up this morning, it was 2-1. I know the LSU pitcher the other day had 18 strikeouts. That just proves that LSU is superior in every way. Except basketball. I mean, men's basketball, but they know what they're at. If the Saints draft Sanders, I'll give you $1 million. That ain't happening. There's no way in hell that shit's happening. We don't need another shitty quarterback. We already got one on the roster. We don't need two. But if you want to give us McCarthy, you can have Carr. I promise you. You can have him. I'll personally go find Carr right now and boot his ass out of New Orleans, because you go from Carr is the anti-favorite. Like, he doesn't give a shit about anybody or anything or anyone. He just sucks. I'll take junk. Why not? Well, I do take junk anyway. Well, like I said, I'll be more than welcome. And I'm sure even Goose will back me up on this. I'll be more than welcome to get rid of Derek Carr. I'll take McCarthy. Shit, I'll take anybody at this point other than Aaron Rodgers. But the damn rain delay is going on. LSU probably won't even play until like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Well, waiting for the co-host to pop up in a minute or two, or 3 or 4. But let's say huh. Another pond. Well, I'll take his wife in a second. So I got my volume on. Here, Elvis, listen to a true Saints fan. A person that actually loves that team, unlike you, who, I don't know, you were for a wrong team.
What's up, Phil Guy? What's happening on the meat?
Nah, not much. Just eating my food and about it. I'm watching Godzilla or Monster Zero. It's one of the Godzilla movies. But Elvis keeps saying his team sucks and whatever. I don't know. I'm waiting on that rain. It didn't rain over here all day.
Oh, it's been raining here
I
all
was
day.
praying that it was raining. Huh?
In fact, the festival didn't get rained out. That's underneath a huge pavilion and all that. Like shit, half the size of a football field or whatever. Anyway, they had it was the Crawfish Etouffee Cook-Off. It's a festival at the end of March, last weekend of March, and man, they had Gino Delafons, had Leroy Thomas, I think Wayne Troops was there, and they had I don't know, about 6 bands altogether, 6 or 7 bands. What's up, Mike Badger? No, Elvis, Goose Sports, what's happening? Colt, I gotta make some coffee. I forgot to make some coffee earlier.
You gotta translate what Colt said, because I got no idea. I think he said God bless you.
Clean off the dot. Clean
off the dot.
I got my pastry right here. I made a while ago. I matched
Oh,
the
there you
mill
go.
now when I was putting the damn icing on it. So,
Huh.
oh,
So Elvis's fault. Well, we shall do the commercial. It goes a little something like this. And this lean off the dock moment is brought to you by Grumpy Stack Tires. By Stack. Grumpy Stack, that is. Located in Ville Platte, Louisiana. Home of a million-mile tire. He ships it, you handle it. No, we didn't get to do that stream yesterday. Yeah. Well, it is home of the 50-mile tire where Cajun is, because it's about 50 miles from where he is to the Ville Platte. So yeah, give or take. Let's say, thank you for calling Anti-Norton. This is John Smith. How may I help you? John Smith, my ass, you damn Indian. How dare you impersonate John Smith? Your name's Hakir Amushu, or something like that. You're in Kolkata, India, you bastard. And then I just tell him a bunch of shit. Elvis should call up the scanner. Thank you very much. I've been overcharged this thing right here, and I'll need to get my refund. Hunker burner love. But one of these days we'll do that. I don't know when. I mean, I deal with crazy people at work every day, so that ain't nothing new. You know. I think I had a Mexican curse me out in Mexico today. I don't know. But there's some weird gatherings going on. Right. LSU's still in that rain delay, apparently. They ain't gonna start that game at like 10 o'clock like last night. I was out cold by that point. Good thing I didn't go to extra innings. The game must have ended about 12:01 in the morning. All right. Godzilla! Elvis, I need a beer. Go fetch one, please.
No, Mike, I didn't go live yesterday. I was hurting too bad, man. I was. I'm still hurting, but it's not as bad as yesterday afternoon, man.
I'm hurting today. My hip hurts. My hip is hurting. My back is hurting. Been lifting too much shit lately. I'm gonna have to stop doing that. I'm getting too old for that crap. But hey, I drink what's in the ice box, and it's free because I ain't buying it. So,
Oh yeah, I've been hurting. Shit, it's been a long time, Mike. I've been hurting, but nothing like this.
well, you see, when we do that scammer stream,
Oh
hopefully we
yeah,
get a lot of people in the stream. and everybody can donate, and that'll go towards Cajun's medical bills. All right, fair deal.
Look how that crust is.
Hmm,
Oh yeah,
looks
buddy.
good actually.
It's a sheet, a pastry sheet,
Yeah.
and I took a box out a box of them out the freezer, and I only took out one sheet. I didn't do both of them because see how big this one is. Imagine one that would have filled up that tray.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would have filled it up because this right here is, or almost filled it up. But that's just one sheet right there. You know, if that sheet would have been, because it's folded over in half. Okay, so imagine that open and then it'd have been taller. Anyway, I put some icing on it and I mashed the crust. You know, the middle down. In fact, this is what it was supposed. The whole thing was supposed to look like this, and higher. It was higher in the middle, but like I said, I crushed it down, putting homemade icing, like cinnamon roll icing. I make my own.
Yeah, I mean, it always makes sense.
Because the only thing, like pastry, the pastry itself is not sweet. You know, sweet, like you would imagine. Because it's a bread, you know, but it's a different type. It's light and airy and fluffy. A lot of layers. There's a lot of layers in a pastry sheet dough. Anyway, I mean, there's like 200 layers, you know, the way you do it. Like a croissant, man, there's like 100 layers in a croissant from a French, you know, pastry shop. There's a croissant like at Poupard's Bakery in Lafayette. He's from France originally. Came down in the 50s and opened that place up. But anyway, there's 100 layers of pastry, and there each layer, in between each layer, there's butter. So man, that thing's 50% butter. You know, pastry, a croissant. And
the better the butter.
Yeah, oh yeah, better the butter.
Oh,
you don't need to add no butter on it, but it's better with butter. Extra butter.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, this thing here, it would have been almost all full. But like I said, the pastry is not sweet. It's what you add on top and inside, like a apple turnover made like a little triangle.
Yeah.
You got a square sheet. Small. You cut them up small. You roll them out, then you cut them, and then you go from corner to corner, and you got a triangle. So, but the apples are sweet in there if you sweeten them in the pot, while you was cooking them down. And then the icing on top, that's the sweetener. Will help your medical bills. Yeah. No, not really. Butter's not really bad for you. Margarine is, that fake shit.
Yeah.
That stuff in the tub.
How many times have I told you?
Yeah, called
butter ain't cheap.
That's
country
right.
crop.
Well, hey, the butter's on sale right now. I think it's $2.97 for a pound of salted or unsalted. That's cheap.
Yeah. I'm about to knock the you know what out of my neighbors. They've been blasting music all night. I'm a whooping. Oh. I only hear it when I'm in my front room though. I mean I hear it when I'm in the room, that's not that bad.
Right here. $2.97. Brookshire's butter. Salted on butter.
$297.
Oh yeah.
Woo! That's a lot of money right there, Elvis. That's $297. Pay up.
This ain't really a sale right here, but this is some primo meat. $1.97 a pound for spare ribs. I usually get that for $1.25 a pound, and then $5 for chuck roast. That's too expensive. Usually I get it for $3.50. But hell, this is cheap. This 3-day sale on Grand's biscuits, Pillsbury, Grand's, or Crescent Rolls, or Cinnamon Rolls. $1.97. $1. Hey, that's a good deal there. If it ain't Blue Bonnet, I don't want it on it. Well, is Blue Bonnet butter or margarine? One of them's I think Blue Bonnet makes that soft butter. But that shed spread, Country Cock, it's one molecule away from what it's in paint. Okay, yeah, Blue Bonnet. Okay, it is butter. I thought it was, but I think it's a creamy butter, not the hard butter.
All butter's got salt in it.
No, there's no salt in some butter.
Oh no, I just assume there is. Could
You
be
got salted butter or unsalted. The butter I have in the ice box right now is salted, and I think I have a pound of unsalted. I think it's unsalted. I'm not sure. What color is it? Let's see. The unsalted is blue. I think I have the green one. I think I have the green, the salted. I'm not sure. When I go get a cup of coffee, I'll look. Missy will buy that shed spread. She'll buy a little one, for her. And she likes regular butter, but for something real fast, she uses that shed spread. I call it shit spread.
Man, whatever you got, whatever's in the house. That's what I say.
I mean, I'm like everybody else. I've ate it in my time. It's just my mom got it, but she had, you had your pick, real butter or fake butter, margarine. And she would get the, which one was it? I can't believe it's butter or something like that. It was just like butter. And which one has the crown? The crown. Is that the Blue Bonnet, the one with the crown on it?
That is Parquet, I think.
Oh, okay. Parquet.
I'm pretty sure
Imperial.
Imperial. Imperial. Parquet.
Yeah.
Parquet. The Spanish one says Parquet.
Parquet butter. Parquet butter. Parquet. I remember that old commercial. That's an old commercial there.
They used to play that back in the day, and when I would go in the national, like in the national supermarket, they had one.
I remember them. We had one in Abbeville. We had a national food store.
Yeah, they had it for years, and then it turned into some other grocery store, and then that turned. I don't know what it is now. It's probably a grocery store, but for years it was a national.
I think Super One bought them out down here. It was national. Then it went to Canal Villery, which was the owner of it was National Canal Villery. Then they went to Canal Villery under that name for a few years.
Yeah, Canal Villery, that's right.
Super One bought them out down here in Lafayette. They bought that one out. That was a big one. That was a National Canal Villery. That was a supermarket there. It was huge. That was the biggest supermarket in Lafayette. And Lafayette was a big town now, but I mean, this was a huge supermarket. Man, like it was like twice the size of the one we got here. Now, I mean, this is big. I mean, the national, that was the size of a Walmart. And they didn't have Walmarts back then.
I think
anyway.
I don't know what's on the spot that I haven't been in St. Bernard in a while, but off Judge Perez, that's where the Canal Villery. It was a national in the Canal Villery, and it turned into, I don't know, some other grocery store. I don't know what it was. It might be Bromart now. I'm not sure because they got a Bromart down there. I don't really know. I
Mm.
haven't been down there in a while, but
Bromart, huh? Bro, Breaux or BRO?
yeah, no, the first one. They got like 7 or 8
Mm.
grocery stores. They got one in I think Harahan. They got one in Chalmette. They got one. They have 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, a
It's a
local
local
chain.
thing.
Local
Yeah.
chain. Just
Uh-huh.
like the Champagnes over here. The Champagnes over here, man, they got one in Erath. They've been having that one since I was like a kid. You know, I mean, 2 years old, 3 years old. Champagnes, but it's spelled champagne, but French. And then Erath, Delcom, that was the same owners. Now I don't know about the ones here. They probably related to the Champagnes and Erath, but there's one here in town on Maple Avenue, and then there's one in Dusant, right off the interstate I-10 on the west side of Lafayette, and one in Ville Platte, and Lafayette's they got a couple more over there. I'm pretty sure it's all the same family, close family, like the daddy and then the brother and then the kids from them that own all of these things. But it's a local chain. We call that a local chain. It's like your Bros
Oh
Mart.
yeah. Well, I don't have a Bro Mart here. They got them. They don't have one here, but they got one in. I'm thinking. I don't know where it is down there in Chalmette, but I'm thinking there ain't a lot of places here and there for. It might, it might actually be. I have to look it up on Google Maps and see what is in that spot because I know where the address is. I kind of know. I haven't been down there in a while, but I still know the layout of what I can remember because off Judge Perez. So it's right across from the Burger King. And I'm pretty sure the Burger King's still there.
Yeah, but Elvis, now you compare butter with margarine. Okay, once you melt margarine, uh, and then you leave it out, will it stay melted? It hardens
Who
up.
knows?
It hardens up. Uh, I, I, I I mean, hardens up. Butter stays soft. Like I got, where's it? Oh, I don't have it anymore. I had a coffee cup of butter, like for popcorn. Just heat it in the microwave and I pour some melted butter on popcorn and then I leave it out in case. But anyway, you put it in the refrigerator, it gets hard because it's cold. But you leave it out, it's soft. Real butter softens up. You got to keep it in the fridge. And right there, when it's in your body, it's melted. It don't get hard. Margarine
Yeah.
does. No, yeah, margarine does. Clog your heart.
Well, I just put the butter in the butter plate. Put the butter in the butter plate. Leave it on the counter. And that's about it. The little thing on the top or whatever. But I was gonna have more people tonight, but everybody they popped in for a few minutes and left. Uh,
Oh yeah. By the time I get there, it'll be done.
hmm.
Oh boy.
We all go on to Cajun's house to get some pastries.
And some good coffee. Good strong Cajun coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, come here. Get it. Let's see. Where the hell did I put it? Butter, 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 butter. Okay, where are you at, you pesky coin? And that ain't it. It's gotta be in here somewhere, you know? There it is. Butter. Butter. Oh, let me see what this is. I have not seen this. I have not looked at this, so I may be a millionaire. Oh, plug this in. Oh, let's see what this is. $25. Oh, okay. This is interesting. 25 something. I can't tell what the hell this is. I'm blind as a bat. Add that one to the collection. It's all else's fault. I don't know why, but it is. Oh shit. That came up pretty weird. That's let's see.
You want some of my liquid cream, or you want some of that other cream in your coffee? I just made a fresh pint.
We all going to Cajun's house for some coffee.
The other your cream.
Coffee, right? Coffee break.
I mean, if you don't want it, you don't have to. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know you. You hungry? Yeah, Mama hungry. Yeah, Mama hungry. Mama hungry on you. Yeah. The best hungry. Feel like that on my film. Oh. I can't. That's hot. Wait, let me do this. Wait. Okay, grab the handle. Come on. I know.
I want to change that title thing.
Right there? Damn. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you're down for the count.
Ah, yeah. Oh man, that freaking hurts. Oh.
Well, one of these days they're gonna fix it.
Oh. I know on the 4th I'm going for them tests. So what missing? Now I put 2 spoons of sugar in there. 2 spoons of sugar I put in there, Missy. Okay. She wants me to turn the camera off so she can pass. She don't have a robe on. She's got her.
I'll close my eyes.
Clothes on, but she's got a regular shirt on, but she's got a pajama.
I ain't looking anyway. I got my eyes closed. But yeah, turn the camera off. But I still got my eyes closed.
Oh, whoa. Oh, I was live over there with Bradley earlier. Bradley, hi.
I saw that he went live. I was gonna send you. Well, I sent you a link. I was gonna send you a message, but I figured, well, he probably on somebody's stream. But he went live about 2 or 3 minutes.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was live. I've been checking since 6 o'clock for an email from you, and at 7, 10 after 7, I looked at the email and yours wasn't there, but his was, so I went and joined him for a little while. Bradley's doing a giveaway tomorrow. 1 ounce of Silver Shot in a vial. If you can guess how many, one guess a day. And if you can guess how many pieces of silver in that 1 ounce vial, there's like a couple of hundred in there, I would say. 180, 200, 220, something like that. It's, 1 ounce of silver shot. If you guess, just like guess the jelly beans, same thing. If you guess how many in there, you win it. The vial and all, the silver.
Well, somebody will get it.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, and you can take one guess a day until somebody hits it, the nail on the head, and it's the first one. Like say if there's 2 guesses the same, it's the first one that gets it, because say if I put my guess in, and 10 minutes later Joe Boudreau from Bro Bridge, say Joe Boudreau guesses the same thing, 15 minutes later, and Bradley hadn't checked, because a couple years ago there was 2 of them, and they were pretty close, they were like a half hour apart or whatever, and the one that was second, that was late, I mean, he could have saw that guess and guessed it too, Who knows?
Yeah.
But he was arguing. Oh yeah, no, it shows me first. You know. Well, no. No, it goes by, everybody else seen his was second, half hour later or whatever. No, yours was way after the first one. Anyway, so Bradley, and I was a gram of gold. So Bradley did well, hell on it. So he gave me each a gram of gold. But he said, this year it ain't gonna be like that. First guess. The first right guess, correct guess gets it. No,
I would just go 1, 2, 4, 7, 12, 36.
Yeah, no kindergarten, no kindergarten.
I'd be like that's one guess because complete sentence. I don't know.
Oh, let's see. Where we go. What we gonna do? You said you're off Monday.
No, I thought I was off Monday, but no, I don't have off till Wednesday. She took my Monday away.
Damn.
So, yeah. Everybody calls out. My boss told me, she goes, I promise I'll give you next weekend off. I said, let's see if that happens.
Yeah, see, I'm going to hold you to it, bitch. I'm going to hold you to it, woman.
Oh, I told her today. I walked up. She was talking about, we need to communicate as a team. I said, fire these motherfuckers. I said, they ain't going to listen. And she goes, you'll be the first one. I said, all right, see. And I started walking up. She goes, I'm kidding. And I said, I'm not. I don't give a shit anymore. I said, you make me work by myself outside every day, knowing that I'm set up for failure. You think I'm happy? Nope. Not a chance.
There's one little boy, he was telling me, he was joking. He said, yeah, you do that, I'll fire you. Or something. He says, I'll fire you or whatever. And I'm like, don't do me no favors.
Yeah.
I was running a crew for him and he was joking. And because he had told one old boy, I'll fire your ass. I said, what if I do it? He said, I'll fire you. I said, well, don't do me no favors.
Be like, thank you. Be like,
at least I'll get some time off like that. I was running a crew.
That'd be like when they fired me at Walmart. I shook a hand. I said, thank you so much. And they looked at me like, what? And they were like, why are you thanking us? And I said, because I ain't got to deal with your bullshit anymore. I'm free. And I walked out the room. I said, I'm free.
She's going to eat that? Really? Look, I put some of that homemade icing on top.
Dogs
that pastry, that chocolate, that Nutella. Yeah.
Dog shall eat anything.
Look, man. It's flaky, flaky, flaky.
Camera sucks on this thing.
That goes good with coffee. Pastry? Oh, yeah. Donuts and coffee? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Oh, I found it today. I don't know. It fell out of something. It says Republic de Costa Rica, 2007.
Oh, okay. Costa Rica. That's over there. That's in Central America.
25 something ones. I can't see it. My camera sucks.
25 pesos, centavos.
No, it looks like UG ones, and it's got BCG at the bottom. Yeah, I was picking up something, it fell out of something, and I heard it bing, 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 bing. It fell on the ground. I'm like, what the hell's that?
Wait, let me look that up. Hold on. Republica
de Costa Rica.
How you spelling day? D-E or D-E-S?
No, D-E.
Okay.
And then Costa Rica.
25.
I can't see that part. It looks like there's two. It looks like UG and then ones. But I could be wrong because that part's blacked out. The back of the coin's pretty dirty. You see what it says 25.
Well, I can't see it because I'm doing the Google thing. What year
well, it's
is it?
2007.
What's up, Mona Me? I'm live with Fuel Guy. I'm live with Fuel Guy. You on his channel.
Hey, get
All
your
right.
butt over here.
He said, "Get your ass over here."
Wait, who is that?
All right, Pluta. Dan.
Is that
Full Wave
Full
Ray.
Wave?
Yeah.
Full
Okay.
Wave, get your ass
what-
over here.
What do they have a year on it?
2007. I doubt it's worth anything, but it fell out of something. I was moving it and I heard ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And I picked it up off the ground. Oh.
25 colognes.
Oh, okay, that's a C.
Colognes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's missing a word. Oh, yeah, I can't.
They
Okay.
got one $4, $3.50, $3.10. Yeah, they
What are you
there's
basing
one
it on? eBay?
There's one for $8. Yeah, I just Googled it and all these eBay sites. $8, $4, $3.
Yeah. What's the composition of it? It can't. I know it's not silver, obviously, but
brass plated steel.
Oh. Huh. Well.
And that's Cologne, Colon.
Hey,
that's the metal. I mean, that's the they don't go by pesos. They go by colognes.
Yeah. At first, I thought it said cojones, and I'm like,
Cojones.
But I see a C in it. I see a C in ones. The rest of it's kind of black. The back of the coin's pretty, black. Big picture.
Let me share
Big
that,
picture?
Mike. Hold on.
Oh. He's gonna share it to the audience, to the millions and millions of the loyal fans. Well, there's at least 3 of them out there. I don't know.
This ain't a very good picture, but I'll share it anyway. Present.
Yeah, my camera ain't doing justice to it, so I mean.
There we go. Blow that up. Or yeah, make that big if you can. I can make it big. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the back. But my coin's all dirty on the back. Yeah, that's the coin I found today.
That sailing ship with 3 volcanoes on an island with a sailing ship.
Yeah. Costa Rica's in the middle of nowhere. But I should put mine on eBay. $20. See if anybody buys it. I'd be like, thank you very much. But
yeah, it's over there in Central America. It's in between Mexico. Well, it's part of Mexico. Because Mexico doesn't
Mexican man drop it.
Doesn't Mexico go down to the Yucatan Peninsula and all that?
Yeah, I think so. It was probably that Mexican that gave me that box of crap that it fell out of.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Wait. No. Okay. Mexico goes to Yucatan Peninsula. Yeah, Tabasco and all that. This is way below that. This is okay. Costa Rica is next door to Panama. And then the Panama Canal. In fact, the canal is where's. Oh no, okay, it is at the skinniest point. Okay. That's the borderline I was looking at. Okay. Yeah. Costa Rica is next door to Panama.
Ah,
That's how far south in central. Then you got Nicaragua. Above that,
that's
then
a pair of
Honduras
shoes,
and
sir.
El
Bungaroo.
Salvador,
That's Bangaroo.
Guatemala. What?
Oh, Full
The
Wave made a
Bungaroo.
joke. I said
Yeah,
to Bangaroo. Bangaroo.
he pulls them out of the air every now and then.
Pulls it
A
out
good
his
one.
ass. No, I'm just. That's all good.
That show
Yeah,
Reacher.
Huh?
Y'all ever seen that show Reacher? With
Yeah, I
Alan,
used to
the
watch
big
it.
guy, with Alan Richardson.
Yeah, I don't watch it anymore. I don't watch it anymore because that dude made a comment that was too political against President Trump, so I stopped watching that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was
He called
Republican and conservative. Me.
I don't know. He made a comment against Trump a couple weeks ago, so I don't know. So I don't know what his stance is, but once they start bashing our president and our country, I'm done. I don't watch his shit anymore. But,
Well, I watched
not that it matters.
the episode that played last week.
Mm-hmm.
It aired last week. I think it was the week before. Anyway, Reacher's in town. He escaped from the house where the bad guys are living. He got out of there. His cover was blown, and he found out. So he hauled ass out of that house, and then him and Paulie were fighting, and he got away from that big Dutchman, and ended up in town. And there was a Chinese laundry, and he says, "How would y'all like to close for a few hours?" This was at night, and he had a big old wad of money. And they said, yeah. So they locked up, turned off all the lights, and they were in the back, in the house where the Chinese people lived. And they had fixed him some coffee and all that. He said, oh, wow, man. He said, it's some good coffee. He said, the last coffee I had came out of a cat's ass. That, them coffee beans that them tree cats live in, lemurs or whatever, civet.
Yep.
And they eat the coffee beans and then they shit them out. Well, it gives the coffee some kind of flavor. That's it. What? Oh boy, Missy's hurt too. She's got her muscles are all knotted up.
Everything's hurting on me. My back's been hurting for a long time. I got bruises on my arm from work. My hip. I was limping today after I picked up something. I'm like, motherfucker. I just go with the flow.
I know. I'm telling them. Yeah, I like that. When he said that, I almost spit my coffee out.
Huh?
When Reacher said that about, he says, the last cup of coffee I had came out of a cat's ass. I like to spit my coffee out when he said that.
I didn't see. I see bits and pieces on YouTube. There's clips and whatnot. Like I said, this is my house now, bitch. You owe me one pair of glasses.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When that dude was scared, he goes, "Hey, you gonna be my bitch?"
Yeah, the guy said, look at this redwood motherfucker right here. Look at this redwood looking motherfucker. And then the guy says, you in my house.
You in my house, bitch. Oh, where did my baseball go? I lost it. It went under there somewhere.
Reader said, I'm going to give you till the count of 3 to get out of here.
1, 2,
and a headbutt. And then 3 elbows against his head against the top bed rail. Top rail beam going across. Pow, pow. 3 of them. And yeah, he was out of the game there, out of the fight there. You owe me one pair of
Yeah.
glasses. God, give them sunglasses up big time. And then when he walked in the shower area, he had the glasses on, not the other guy that he was protecting, the accountant.
Yeah.
Because they told they when they went in, they told the inmates, whoever the outside guy says, the guy with the glasses is the target because the accountant wore glasses, prescription glasses. Well, they got broke in the cell, and then Reacher said, you owe us one pair of glasses. So Reacher was wearing the sunglasses, and when all the guys in the bathroom went for the guy with the glasses, well, Reacher had the glasses on. They thought that was the target. That's how come they didn't mess with the other fella.
Yeah.
They figured that out in that episode, though.
I didn't watch the whole. I only watched clips off YouTube. I've never actually seen the entire episode. I've seen clips, bits and pieces, but I don't know where my baseball
Well,
went.
it's over. Season 3 is over with now.
Oh,
That 8 episodes. I think it's so. Yeah, I mean, the kid
That's
went
it?
home. He got I don't know, a few $1 million in a bag.
they make less
Big
and less.
gym bag got a few $1 million. Huh?
They make less and less episodes. You wait all that time and it's 8 episodes. What the hell?
No.
It's crazy.
I forget how many in the first and second season. About the same, I guess. Oh, maybe the first season was depends on their budget too. Well, I tell you what, that guy was big. Paulie, that was a big dude there. He told
Hey, juiced up on the roids.
he told Neely. Now that guy was tall. I mean, that guy was like 7 foot something. I mean, Alan Richardson is a big guy. This guy made Alan look small. And anyway, he told Neely, he says, "Man, this guy, say he's bigger than me." He said last time I saw anything bigger than you, that was on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, be about right there. Oh, let's see. Where the hell did the damn thing went to? There must be a portal under my bed. Every time I drop something, I can't find it. It disappears. I have to move the bed, figure out where it went. So I dropped it, and I didn't hear it roll. That was it. I don't see it. No, I got another baseball
8 episodes. Season one, 8 episodes.
Yeah, no reason to pay for all this crap. You only get 8 episodes, maybe 10 if you're lucky. I'm just like, it ain't worth that. Like when I was watching Star Trek Picard, the first season had 10. I think the second season had 10. Third season probably had 10. And that's a lot for episodes nowadays. And I don't even know if they did a season 4 or not. I don't even pay attention. I think that was it. But that's about what you're really going to get. 8, 10. You're pushing it if you get 12. I know one time I watched a series and they only did 6 episodes. And I'm like, why am I paying for this? You know? Although I do got to get Paramount Plus again. So I can watch Bar Rescue. Because I watched the YouTube Bar Rescue. They were down in New Orleans again. Like almost every season they're in New Orleans for something. And they were saving this bar in the French Quarter. And I'm like, they always saving those bars in the quarter. One year he went to Desi Romano's. And I've been there before. I know exactly where that is. And that thing's still kicking. I met that guy a long time ago. That dude's old as dirt now. But that bar right off of Paris Road, Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. That's like 25 years he's in the dumps, and I'm like, well, how the hell's that bar in the dumps? But then the location, yeah, you have to look at the location. It's off Paris Road, but it's not until you get to the city technically. So it's kind of right on the side. It's kind of off on. It's off on the bayou. But
Which bar?
Desert Hermanos, Tin Chalmette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a few years ago, John Taffer went there and rescued it because he was like, "Oh, I'm in Chalmette, Louisiana." And I said, "I know where that damn bar is." You get off the green. That bar is like 30-something miles from me, 40 miles from me. You get off the bridge, you make the turn. Instead of going to New Orleans, you get off before New Orleans East. You hang down. You go over the Green Bridge where the NASA building is. You go past Meet You. You got the NASA building on one side. You go off the bridge and you're like in the swamp area. And there's the first thing you see when you get into Parish, or at least when I was growing up, the first thing you saw was the porn shop because it's right off the bridge. And then there's no buildings for about a mile or two.
You
And
said
then you
porn
start
or
getting
porn? Porn or porn?
No, porn.
Yeah.
The video shop.
Yeah, okay. They got one
X-ray
Port Allen.
Yeah. Yeah, the one right there on Lobdell. When I get off at the McDonald's.
Yeah, right
there.
next to McDonald's. Yeah.
Yep. It's never open though. I've already went in. I tried to get in there once. It's never open.
Really?
But
Wow.
Never. Well, it's never open. Well, I only go there on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, it's not. I don't know. But and it's in the morning time too. It's not like it's at night. But when I was growing up, you go off the Green Bridge and the first building, because it's out of city limits. The city limits don't technically kick in until you're over the Bayou Bienville. So you get over the Green Bridge, which they actually recently painted, somebody told me. It's been the Green Bridge because in 1968, I think it was 68 when they built it, it was green. But you know, green over time oxidizes and turns into a grayish, uglyish color. So they just painted the bridge green again.
Yeah, well, like the San Francisco Bridge, it's that rusty color.
Yeah. But because I seen a picture of it from a few years ago, and I'm like, oh, I seen a drone picture of it. And I'm like, oh, that bridge is. But it's been there. I want to say it was 68 they built. It might have been 66. Before that, they had ferries that went back and forth because the old ferry road is where they got the landfill. They used to have the landfill. I don't know if it's still there, but it would be like a sod road. And so you get off the bridge, and you got the porn shop little ways right there, X-rated, whatever. I'm sure it's still there. And then you go down a little bit for about a mile or two. You'd see a couple buildings here. They had this building. They had a gas station briefly. And then you start to get to the Holiday Inn. And then the Bayou Bienvenue. And John Goodman had owned that hotel. I don't think he does anymore, but he owned that hotel for a while. That was right there. He just sold his New Orleans home. So
Really?
I guess he's not living. Yeah, he put it up for sale. He put his California home. Well, his California home got hit by the wildfires. Yeah, he put it up for $5.5 million in New Orleans house. But he owned a hotel right there, and then he owned the casino for a long time. I don't know if he still owns it. I doubt it. But he owned that, and I think they turned it into like a Holiday Inn or something. But that is where it's city limits. And then you go about another couple of miles, and then they got like a Hiroshima kind of like thing on the side of the road for like the soldiers, you know, with the flag and for veterans and stuff like that. And then you go
like
a little
monument?
ways. And then,
Monument?
Yeah. And then you go a little ways, and they got the old, well, this is from like 1990s, I'm thinking. They got the old, they had the old building, the old power building, and they went out of business. Somebody else bought them out, and you got the racquetball south, and then you got the cemetery on one side, and you keep going, and that's when you hit the four corners, I call it. It used to be all gas stations. You had a Shell, a Exxon, a Texaco, and another Shell. But after Katrina, you know, they took those out, so there's a Shell on one side, I think the Exxon's still there, and on the other side, there's a one side's got a Walgreens and one side's a CVS, if I remember right. But they were all gas stations. We call them the Four Corners. And of course, if you take a left, that's where Canal Villery is, or was, right there. The building's right, it was right there, next to the gas station, a little ways, across from the Burger King. And if you kept going straight, eventually you would go to the ferry. You would go to where the prison is, because they got the prison, and they got the refinery. You go a couple of miles, and you go up this hill, and you're right there on the Algiers ferry, which I took many a times, because you got the ferry there and all that stuff. But and of course you go to, depending on which way you went. I always went right because I lived that way, right? But Desiree Mano's bar is right as you get off the city limit. Right before you get to the city limits, there's the bar. There's like a couple of buildings here. Now there was. I sort of know where it is, but I hadn't been down there in a long time. They might have more stuff, but it's all by you. And of course, you can see New Orleans when you get off. When you look to the right, you got all the marsh. You can actually see the buildings from New Orleans in the background, and you can see them pretty visible too. Because Chalmette off the Mississippi River is only a few miles from New Orleans, 8 miles, 6 miles at that downstream. So you can actually see New Orleans from Chalmette from certain angles. And if you're on, if you're on the, I've already been on the Natchez, the steamboat. Where you take the tour. It's only like 5 minutes down river, and then right there, that's where you go to the bar guard house, the battlefield, and that's where all the cruises dock. The Carnival and whatnot, they get off on the battlefield, and they go back that way. Of course, they got the refinery to one side, and they got the old Fayetteville, which they don't let anybody down that road. They have armed security guards. You can't go down that road. That used to be a black community until like 1967 or something like that. Then the Park Service forced everybody out. Like bought the land, bought the whole.
The bad thing. Do your headphones. Plug them in, unplug them, or whatever.
I haven't had my headphones in yet.
Or plug them in. Well, because it's been echoing.
Oh, I don't know where they are. I don't even know where I put them. Let me see. Where did I put the damn headphones?
It wasn't bad earlier, but it's getting to where it's overpowering everything.
I don't know where they are. I have to find them. I took them off the other night. Oh, there they are. No, I don't even have the headphones on. I never put them on. I'll plug it in for a second, but I ain't wearing them.
Right. Yeah, just plug them in for 5 seconds or whatever, and then see it quit already. It quit already.
All right, I got them plugged in, so I'm gonna take them out. 15 seconds before I can hear you again. But
okay, well, and actually your voice got better when you plugged them in. When you plugged them in, your voice got better for some reason. You have a mic on them?
I don't know.
You have a little thing
no,
right
I
there?
I just plug it in.
No. Anyway, your voice got better when you plugged them in. But the and what I was gonna say,
it's just that's all it is. It's a Sony thing.
I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. What I was gonna say. Full wave.
Full wave. If you kissing in the French Quarter, you better make sure you're on the right side of the French Quarter. You might find yourself on the wrong side of the track.
Bar. No, he thought it referred to kissing with a bit of French kiss.
Yeah.
In the quarter. French kiss in the quarter.
I'll just say this: if you
some of them are quarter ladies. Quarter ladies.
If you ever seen Police Academy where they go in the Blue Oyster Bar, you go down a certain road. You go down a certain road in the French Quarter. You're gonna be in them gay bars very fast. You won't know the difference until you actually get in there and figure it out, because they hide them.
Yeah, they got them on Bourbon Street. I think I forget
Really?
which side it's on. It's a good ways from Jackson Square and all that, but
I think
yeah,
it's
they
on the
got
left side.
some titty bars that actually have men looking like women. I tell you what, man,
Yeah.
they got some guys that do real good at imitating women. They do. I mean, they
I
look
have to
like.
blame.
I guess they look like a girl. They're a guy that looks like a girl, and then once they put
Probably.
on makeup and grow their hair long, I tell you what, yeah, they good at imitating women. They are.
Nah, they wear them damn wigs. RuPaul started all that nonsense. But well, it was probably happening before RuPaul, but he
RuPaul's
started
a
all that
drag
nonsense.
queen flame. You know, he's
Yeah.
RuPaul's the one that is real Nelly. You know, I mean, you got gay
Yeah.
guys that act just like me and you act. You know, you don't know they gay. You know, they don't show it. They don't flaunt it. You know, doing
Yeah.
oh yeah, and all this shit. You know, no, they don't do all of that crap. They don't.
Oh,
And when
I
they
used to
do
work with
dress up like
somebody. Yeah.
a girl, they look like a girl.
Yeah.
They don't look like a drag queen. There's a difference between a drag queen and imitating a girl. And them guys in
Yeah.
New Orleans, they looked and they didn't have all these what they call that, a boa, that thing that it's
Yeah.
with feathers and all that
Yeah.
crap. You know that now and
Mm.
all them big eyelashes and that funky gay makeup. That's drag queen shit right there. They got a lot of bars that you go in and you think that's women, but it's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do the drag queen crap. Anyway, what the hell I was talking about or gonna talk about?
I was talking about the bridge, Paris Road, and Chalmette stuff, and
Yeah.
then I got to the battlefield, and I
Oh
said
yeah, yeah.
Fayetteville.
The river. The river.
Yeah.
Uh okay, the steamboat. Yeah, that reminded me of something. The
Yeah.
the cruises, like Carnival cruises, the big ships, and all that.
Yeah.
The bad thing about departing out of New Orleans, going to New Orleans to catch the ship,
Hmm.
man, you got like 6 hours or so of sail time just to get to the Gulf from New Orleans
Yep.
on
Hmm.
that ship, because they going real slow, and they still making a wave on the levee, that's 6 foot high, imagine
Yeah.
them running about 20 knots down the river, and man, I mean, they would be making 8 foot seas,
They flood the
breaking
whole parish
breaking
doing that
toes,
shit.
yeah, breaking toes, barges and all that, breaking cables and shit. Yeah, they
Oh
could
yeah.
do that. But
Oh
anyway, no, they
my
gotta go
friend,
slow. So it's about a 6 or 7 hour
6.5,
sail
I think.
time. Yeah,
Well,
just to
my
get to
friend,
the Gulf.
um, my friend, when he went on that cruise to the Yucatan, I think it was the Yucatan, or he went to that other cruise. They got off where the levee is, where the battlefield is, where the bar guardhouse is, and he was filming it. He kept sending me pictures and stuff. Damn it, Overwatch, where you been? I tried to call you 3 times last month. You didn't pick up the phone on me. I thought you died. Don't die.
What's that
Don't die, sir.
over?
Don't die, sir.
What's happening?
I'm like,
So, well, at least you get to see,
yeah,
different towns on the way out, and then the jetties, out of Southwest Pass.
yeah. But he told me he was filming it and he was showing me pictures. He said it takes about 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
But he was sending me pictures and he goes, guess where I'm at? And I said, I have no idea. He goes, I'm still in the Gulf. And I said, after 6 hours? And he goes, yeah, they go slow. He goes, they can't go fast because they'll flood everything.
Yeah.
They'll push all the water on shore and
especially
new
around
number.
Empire, Venice, where everything's on the dock.
Huh.
They got a
Oh, new number. Okay, that would make sense. Left wife in Missouri now. Well, there you go. Hey, my cousin lives. Hey, you're only 2 states above us. 2 or 3. Missouri's closer.
Arkansas and Missouri.
I forgot. Well, my cousins live in Arkansas and some live in Missouri. So, but I've never been to Missouri. But well, that would make sense why you never answered the phone then. But well, that, I'm glad you're still
Odessa.
around. I've never heard of that
Missouri.
before.
Got a Odessa, Texas. Odessa, Missouri, and Odessa, Texas.
My cousin lives in I'm trying to think of the town she lives in. Somewhere near Branson, but I don't remember. I think it starts with a C, but I couldn't tell you exactly where unless I see her Instagram photos or something. Then it says where. But her sister is in Arkansas. Is in Viola, Arkansas. I think it's Viola. 50 miles east of KC.
Kansas City.
Well, shit, Kansas City's on one side of the state, and St. Louis is on the other. So you're like, yeah, you're up there. I can't remember the name of this. I swear, it starts with a C. I mean, I'm pretty sure it starts with a C. Like if I saw it
by Branson,
I see it. No, she lives somewhere near. I want to say it's near Branson, but I could be wrong. But she's a RN up there, and like I said, her sister is in Viola, Arkansas. That I know. I don't know where the hell that is because when the last time I saw it's my cousin's kids. So that's second cousin. So the last time I saw them is when my uncle had the funeral. When my uncle's funeral, I meant to say, and I saw let's see, how would this work? Okay, my cousin, their kids. So I guess that would be my third cousin. And my cousin Maya, she's 15. She just got her permit. So I'm just like, congratulations, you got one more thing accomplished that I never did. I never even did that. But she's feisty. She'll stab someone. She was on Facebook one time and some guy was picking her up. I said, "Who the hell's that kid?" And she's like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend." I said, "Boyfriend?" I said, "I'll be right there." I said, "What?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "They let y'all have boyfriends up there in Arkansas?" I said, "Shit." But nah, it's all good. It's all good, Overwatch. I appreciate you. You know, I just was like, "Oh shit," because yeah, a couple of months ago, I actually tried to call you and there was no answer, and I'm like, shit. And I called again a couple of days later, and I'm like, well, shit, something going on, because I know you don't do anything on X anymore. So I'm like, well, I got no way to communicate. But hey, the other day I did a video. Wait, did we do a live stream yesterday? Was it yesterday I did a live stream or the day before?
That was after mine, wasn't it? Yesterday, I think, or
yeah.
I went live Friday, or no, I went live Thursday. You went live yesterday.
Okay, yeah. Because yesterday we had Bob on here. All right, like in this live stream, before you popped up, I've already seen 4 or 5 people I haven't seen in a while. So it's kind of weird. And yesterday, or whenever I did my last live stream, I saw Bob. And he hasn't done a YouTube video in probably 5 years. And I don't know why, because he's got something like, I don't know, 17,000 subscribers when he stopped. So I'm like, I don't know why he would stop. I know when they did that anniversary thing, everybody on his panel had blue hair. They did for the Blue Wave Odyssey, so everybody in his panel dressed up in all blue and blue hair and stuff. He had, I want to say he had 6 or 7 million views on that one video. And it was a live stream. That one live stream, I'm pretty sure got him monetized because he wasn't monetized before. Even though he had all 10,000, whatever. I don't think he was monetized because he wasn't. I don't think he was actively looking. If he pops in, I'll ask him again. But he hasn't done a video in a couple of years. And I'm like, dude, you got like
Cassville. Does that sound familiar?
Who?
Cassville.
I don't think so.
That starts with a C. It's over there by well, it's not far from Branson, 30
I
miles,
have to
something
look
like
it
that.
up. Honestly, it might not even start with a C because I'm bad with towns. I
They
would
got
have to.
Caulfield. They got
That's
Caulfield.
it. That's
Okay.
it. Caulfield.
Yeah, that's to the
That's
east
it.
of. You got Gainesville. That's way to the west, east of Branson. Then you got Caulfield.
That's it. Caulfield. I know it started with a C. Yeah, I haven't been there, but she lives there, and her sister's in Viola, Arkansas. They both are RNs. They're both nurses. They got their own, whatever. But I don't see them that much. I see them maybe every couple of years. Like my cousin's cousin's kid. It's only the second time I've seen her ever. The last time I seen her, she was like 6 years old. Now she's 15. Just turned 15. I seen her at the funeral. And, I'm like, yeah, she's almost as tall as me. And I'm 5'10". And I'm like, God damn. But she did have heels on, so that might be something different. But she came in my live stream one time. And I'm like, how'd you get in my live stream? I got it set to 18. But I gave her a free pass. But I'm like, yeah, if you want to come in the live stream, I don't care. Not that she does YouTube. I'm like, yeah, I'll let you come in.
I see where he's at in Odessa. Odessa's right off Interstate 70. That's the interstate.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's off 170.
Oh, he said that? I-70.
Yeah.
Interstate I-70.
Yeah, we need some more Overwatch. Because I kind of get worried if I don't see anybody for a long time. I'm like, did they die? It took me 3 years to figure out that Peanut Butter passed away. I'm like, I haven't seen Peanut Butter in a few years. What's going on? I went on his Instagram and it said 3 years ago somebody put up an obituary, and I went, well, Jesus, that's where he's been for 3 years, in the ground.
Damn,
I didn't know he was dead. I didn't know he was dead. Like, somebody put up an obituary.
Somebody told me somebody in New York, above Big T up there. What was his? 39's Fine.
Who?
39's Fine.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in my channel a lot. Big T, on the panel, not in the chat. No, 39's Fine. I want to say he passed away, and then somebody told me, I'm like, what? Really?
Huh.
And then
you don't hear from people for a while.
This other guy in New York, he died. Coin Collect, and then there's another one, and there's another one, and I'm like, man, all my buddies are dying.
Shit, all the people that support me on YouTube within a 3-year period all died. I'm just like, shit. Marad passed away, and Amy, Yupa girl passed away.
Miss Amy, yeah.
And then both of them passed away within 3 weeks of each other. And then, last year, Archaeology Mikey, of course, and he was always in my chat every day, no matter what. Ooh. He was always in my chat.
And his first post was always Woody had for supper.
Yep. I was eating McDonald's, Mikey. I'm sure you saw that from above. But, yeah, and then Peanut Butter used to come in my chat, and I'm like, he just disappeared off the face of the planet. Now I figured out why. But I was saying that yesterday or the day before, whenever I did my stream. I was like, if you don't hear from me for a while, a couple of months, because ain't nobody gonna post it, because nobody's got social media, and my family really don't fool with social media except my dad. My dad might post it, but I doubt it. But ain't no one gonna know I pass away. You'll know if you don't see me for a couple of months, and I don't respond to text messages or voicemail and this other shit. You'll know, because I respond to people as fast as I can respond. But I'm just like, damn. But there's actually people that thought I was already dead. I went to someone's channel. They go, damn, I ain't seen you in 5 or 6 years. And I go, well, shit, I ain't seen you either. I'm like, I don't go, I usually go in people's streams that come in mine. That's just the gist of it. I mean, I'm not going to waste my time going to someone's stream and they don't ever come into mine. So I stopped going in a couple people's streams. I'm like, I'm in their stream every night and they never come into mine. What the hell's the point? Even if it's like once to say, hey, how you doing? What's up? Okay, see you. You know? But it is kind of impossible to go in every single person's stream all the time. It's just, oh shit, I missed the ending of the movie and I'm sitting here watching it. Son of a gun. Oh yeah, I don't go in Definite's stream anymore. I stopped going in his stream when he started doing the betting, and I didn't pay attention to him. I was like, nah, I'm kind of done. Like I don't really go in his stream. He don't come in mine. What the hell am I going his for?
What are you talking about?
And then when I did go in his stream, he wouldn't recognize me. Like he would, I mean, not recognize me. He wouldn't really acknowledge me. So I'm like, all right, well, shit.
Deafness, who's that?
Oh, YouTube streamer. I think he still does YouTube. Deafness 45. He's put in my stream. I think I'm.
Deafness 45.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He used to be in my stream a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago. I had him as a mod and stuff, but I don't think he does YouTube that much anymore. He's a Vikings fan, but he wears a Cowboys hat. I don't know. Weird shit. Like, I would go in his stream and make a joke, and he would be like, I don't understand. What he talks just like this. He goes, what are you talking about? I don't get it. Why did you make that comment? Like he wouldn't understand simple jokes. Like you joke and he'd be like, what's the point of that? Like I don't get it. And I'm like, all right. I think he got married though. I don't know. But yeah, I stopped going in a lot of people's streams because they don't come in mine. What's the point? There's still some people I go in their streams and they don't come in mine because I like their channel. I don't expect everybody to come over here. Like once in a blue moon, just say, hey, how you doing? What's up? That's it. I mean, actually, the last time I went Deafness stream, I won. No, 2 years ago, I won. I think I won like $100 or something on one of his live streams. He was giving away a bunch of money for whatever reason. I don't know why. And 2 or 3 people never claimed it. So I was like the third runner-up or some shit. And I just walked in there and said, hey, what's going on? He goes, you won. And I said, won what? He goes, you won $100. And I went, well, all right, I'll take it. So, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. That's the one I'm watching next week. Yes, indeed. The original one. But,
well, she could hide you in some places you've never been before, huh?
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to die. Death by suffocation. Motorboat to death. That would be. That's what I'm gonna tell Miss Kayla. She was in there briefly earlier. I keep trying. I want to keep trying to get her on my panel. She was in there for a brief second and said hi. She's probably streaming again. She usually streams at night. She streams 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. She goes all morning.
Who's that?
Playing. Kayla. She's somebody that I know from. I think Treasure Woman introduced her to me. Treasure. Yeah, Kayla Boo. Yeah, Kayla Boo.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. She does like 8, 9. She does like Grand Theft Auto. She plays games both, mate.
Yeah.
She gets 100 plus people in her chat every night. So I'm like, wow. So
well, Phil, guy, I'm gonna run. I gotta go. I gotta get something to eat. I'm getting
no problem.
Blood sugar dropping or whatever it is. But I hadn't ate since.
That's how I felt yesterday. I passed out. I went to sleep, but
I'm almost at
the 2-hour mark. So
yeah, I've been here about an hour, a little over an hour. I've been here.
Yeah, hour and 55 minutes. I started at 7:30. I know I told you I was gonna go at 7, but I was still I was watching somebody, but yeah, because I gotta go. I gotta get up to work 9:30 tomorrow. I gotta work all day.
Yeah.
But
All right, Mon Ami, appreciate you having me up. Good seeing
anytime.
everybody again. Elvis, later. Full wave later. I'm fixing to eat full wave, so I ain't gonna answer the phone. Believe me.
Yeah,
For
don't
an
call
hour.
him.
For an hour, I ain't gonna answer the phone.
He's gonna pick up the phone and go, Johnny's here. Click. I can't come to
I'll
the
let
phone
y'all
right
later.
now.
All right.
See you, Cajun.
Love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Pluta.
I'll catch you later. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this stream in a bit myself. Unless somebody I hadn't seen in a long time pops in, or somebody I'm interested in. Hey, you know, I haven't seen Miss Panda in a while. Maybe she'll pop in. I mean, hey, anything's possible, right? If I ain't seen you in a couple of months, you pop right on in. We have a conversation. I gotta get the gang back together. You know, I want to make one last effort to kind of get monetized. Not that I really care about it. I just want to do it as a goal. Because when people tell you you can't do it, that's when you stick the middle finger in their face and say, "I'm gonna do it." KMA. And KMA is definite, but you know, I don't know. So let's see what I got left. I'll let this go to about 2 hours. I'll let this go another 3 or 4 minutes. Like I said, unless the ladies pop in. Hey, if I get the ladies popping back in, you know, why not, right? I have an all lady panel up here. Then they can teach me the ways of how to. Then they can teach me the ways. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure I could learn something. If you don't learn nothing from a woman, then you ain't learned anything. At least that's what I understand. But I don't know. But you know, there's some changes going on. But yeah. Well, it says I got 0 in here, so apparently everybody's invisible. Or YouTube ain't counting people again, because yeah. If I get 250 likes, I'm gonna write a check list. I should read a checklist. You know, I gave Junk Wax Genius the idea to read a checklist. I should have did that. You know, maybe I should make another channel. Reading check. I got like 150 checklists. Basketball, football, hockey, baseball. That was just my thing. I collected all the checklists. I have them in a stack. And I have them by order from the late 50s all the way to like a couple of years ago. Of course, now they put the checklist on an actual card with like you know, back in the day they had a checklist and it was just, you know, a picture, generic. Now they'll have like Yankees, and then you flip it on the back and there's a checklist. So checklists have evolved. They're not like they used to be. TTS. Well, if you add an I in there, it's a special word. But I don't know. But yes, you know, the fondling of the boobage is exactly what you know. But I'm gonna start bringing. You know, I talk to some ladies. I'm gonna start bringing them in my stream. Like, come on now, let's go, get in the stream. Come on now, let's go. But it's nice to know that people are still around. Because I lose track of people and a lot. You know, got no way to message them or any of that stuff. So, hell. Anyways, all right, we're over the 2-hour mark. So, I'd like to thank everybody that came in the chat. And we start off with Sarge. Salute! Miss Kayla. One day I'll be lucky for the fondage. Cult 49 works every time. Elvis, Goose Sports. Goose is probably streaming right now, so I would say everybody go to Goose Sports. He's awesome. And then we got Mike Badger. Badger! We don't need no stinking badgers. And then, of course, Cajun and Full Wave was here briefly in Overwatch, and I think that was it. I haven't left the building yet. He's already kicking me out my own live stream before I ended the damn thing. It's amazing. Okay, I guess now I'm leaving the building, so I'll see you when I see y'all. I don't know when. You know, me and Cajun gonna do that scammer stream one of these days. We're gonna be like, hello, my name is John Smith. How can I help you today? Bullshit! There is no John Smith in India, you bastard. All right, so there's the end. Have a good one. I'm out.